Thank you for joining us today for the virtual wedding show. I would first like to thank Whatever Works Catering for sponsoring this session today. Without their help, this event would not have been possible. I would also like to thank Idaho Tents and Events, as well as IBL Events. Next, I'd like to remind everyone that we are recording these sessions today, so if you missed someone that you really wanted to see, you will still have that opportunity. Presenter contact information is also available in the event schedule. We do have a question and answer available today, so brides, if you have any questions, please feel free to use that feature, and we will be answering all questions by the end of each presentation. Last item of business, in an effort to keep us on time today, I will be coming back on the screen with 5 minutes left, and I will help answer any questions and prepare our next presenter. So our next presenter is Emily with Whatever Works Catering. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Emily, you're up.
Thank you, Joe. And I also want to say thank you to IBL Events and Idaho Tents and Events for putting on the virtual wedding show for us today to bring the brides together and all of these vendors. As Joe said, my name is Emily with Whatever Works Catering Company. A little bit about Whatever Works Catering Company is that we've been providing catering in the Treasure Valley for over 10 years. We're a full service caterer, which means that we can help you with complete setup, takedown of your event, as well as set up your event rentals, and even coordinate with your wedding planner, as well as your DJ and different things like that to help you with your timelines. We cater all types of events from corporate to personal. We do rehearsal dinners, birthday parties, and our favorites are weddings. We love to be able to be a part of your love story and help you guys bring that together and to be able to celebrate with all of your friends and family. Different types of catering that we offer too in regards to service is that we do drop-off catering as well as curbside pickup, and we also do everything from family style to full plated dinners. And we can go ahead and help with complete setup with coordinating the best way to maneuver during these times as well. We've been very educated on everything that's going on with the plans of the government, CDC, and things like that. We have our full menus online as well for you at whateverworkscatering.com. With that being said, we have different packages that you can choose from. One of our favorite meals that we love to do is breakfast for dinner for weddings. Most people don't really think of it, but everybody gets excited about breakfast for dinner. I know my nieces and nephews love to have waffles, different things like that. And even grandpas get really excited about having bacon for dinner. We can help you create any custom menu too. So if there's something that you don't see that's on our menu, we can help you bring that to life. And we can also help you with any concerns that you have in regards to like dietary needs or even coming up with different menu options for somebody that you know that eat vegan or paleo. And while we're there, we'll always answer different questions that people can have in regards to that and try and make something come to available for that. And we really try to leave certain ingredients off until we get there or when we go to set up. So that way, if somebody does have a vegan diet, it's as simple as just leaving the cheese off the salad and having the croutons on the side. So there's different things that we can implement and help you along the way. I know right now a lot of people are asking about different policies and procedures that we are taking on within our kitchen and with our staff. We've always been aware of the CDC requirements, and we've always really followed those. We've just really escalated what we're doing in our kitchen at this time. We're kind of the clean as we go type of kitchen, but we also stop now every hour to go ahead and clean all of our sinks, our surfaces, our doors. We have curbside pickup. We're not letting anybody come into our kitchen or our office at this time. We're holding all of our event meetings via Zoom or phone call, whatever works best for our clients. And then we've separated our office completely from our kitchen. So that way when our employees arrive, they have a place to leave all of their personal items. We do a wellness check with them, make sure they're feeling well. If not, we actually have staff that are on call in case there's something that we need to address and take at that time. And we are still continuing no contact delivery to homes right now. where we're just knocking on the door, leaving it on the step until they come, because we know with most venues and corporate companies, they're hiring professional cleaning crews. And we also have the ability when we arrive before we set up to go ahead and clean those properly before we even bring our food and beverages in to set up for your event. We also have black nice masks that we can wear that are very sleek, that go great with our chef coats. And we have hand sanitizing stations as well that we'll be bringing with us that are kind of a little sleek, and they're not touched and they just come out like that. It makes it super simple and easy. We'll have gloves as well. Let's see. And then, let's see. For our display items that you can kind of see behind us, we've implemented some really fun options that we can do. Like tomorrow, we are out at a winery for a wedding, and we were supposed to do a charcuterie board, and which is a large grazing table, and right now that's just not the best thing to do. So we worked really hard and with the bride and the groom to be able to still execute that for them. So we came up with these amazing little boxes right here that has the pre-rolled silverware for them, and there'll be a set at every guest table. And I'll go ahead and open this. And before you can see, it's all set up with the yumminess that we have, like mango jalapeno jelly inside the little brie with grapes, salami, and blueberry covered goat cheese. And then the one thing that's really nice about these is that they can be opened just like a Chinese to-go box, and they become a plate. So you just pop the sides, which makes it super simple, and it becomes a large plate so you can open it. So it kind of creates the no contact with still having the charcuterie board and everything involved that people are really loving, with having like the action stations and the grazing tables right now. The other thing that we're really kind of helping along the way is doing plated dinners. We think that that's the best way right now to go in regards to doing your reception. One of the things that we kind of came up with is doing different plated, where we can have your salad set out when guests arrive, and then we can bring out their entree later and their sides. And right now, these are two of our plated dinners that plated salads that we came up with. This is our goat cheese and beet salad. It has a balsamic glaze with candied walnuts. And then our second one is our traditional wedge salad that's a skewer. So this one is iceberg lettuce with different cherry tomatoes, red onions. This also has a blue cheese and balsamic glaze with blue cheese crumbles and bacon crumbles, because you can't go wrong there. And then another thing that we think that's going to be really popular, instead of doing like action stations or doing anything where we can do passable trays and appetizers, we are currently waiting. We're having some guards that are being custom made to go over them. But one of the things that we came up with, because the donut walls were so popular last year, is that we've kind of come up with different separate desserts. And one of the other action stations that were really popular was our s'mores bar, where people will be able to like build their own s'mores. But we have these delicious edible spoons. This one is chocolate with a peppermint marshmallow and caramel glaze. And then we have this one, which is actually a pretzel spoon. So you can actually eat it, and it's just a regular marshmallow with chocolate. And we can also go ahead and move from the display station of what we used to have for the donuts into having cones and passing those around right now that are actually donut holes. And then behind here are strawberry and lemon cream cups that can be served and eaten individually as well. And we also feel the same way about our appetizers being more passable than having the buffet style or being able to put anything on the table where we can walk around. So we've come up with some really amazing ones that are fun and different things. We have our classic shrimp cocktail that everybody loves. And then we have our poke spoons right here. And the poke is on top of the bed of rice with the wasabi spoon. And then we have our Parmesan salted spoon with goat cheese, smoked salmon, and a jalapeno for those that like the kick. And then we also have it in a gluten-free style with a cucumber instead. And our baked brie bites, which are one of our most classics, and who can go wrong with cheese. With that being said, I just feel like during this time, one of the best things for our bride and grooms is to really lean on your vendors. We've all been really educating ourselves and looking into and researching different ways to come together and create your event right now. One of the things that we can help you with is, setting up 6 feet apart by just, having everybody seated and coming up with a seating plan for people and putting families together and spacing them apart appropriately. Creating flow and direction for guests, having signage up and putting that up for people to follow. Hand washing and sanitizing stations. I know we're planning on bringing those with us and having those available. And just trying to be outside as much as you can and creating a lot of those times so people can have more social distancing. And so with that, I'm just wondering if we have any questions right now that I could answer for anyone that maybe I didn't hit.
Yes, we do. Do you offer tastings, and is there a cost for them?
We do offer tastings. I just asked that what we do is that we narrow down a menu and your budget, and so we know exactly what you guys are trying to decide between, and then we can go ahead and set up your tasting for you. And we're doing all of our tastings right now curbside, so you just call and we'll come out with our mask and our gloves, and we'll just ask you to open the trunk, and we'll set it in there or your back seat door. And we'll set it in there and you can go home and eat it with your bride and groom. We normally do enough to go ahead and taste for about 4 people. So if you want to have your moms involved or your maid of honor or even your best man, that way you guys can get some different opinions, or you can just have extra and have lunch the next day.
Do you still recommend having a buffet line?
In regards to the buffet line, as more information comes out, we can definitely try and work with that. One of the things that we're trying to incorporate right now is coming up with an amazing guard scenario, like the plexiglass. Like, I do have it all kind of set up because everybody wants to know what they're going to be eating. So we've gotten some old custom windows that were actually, they're French style, that we're trying to put together. That's more just than like the plexiglass that you see at the grocery store or the gas station, where we can have the display item, everybody can see it, and then we can still offer plated. Or what we can do is we can stand behind the line and make everybody's plate and help them, and with dietary needs, adding dressing, nuts, croutons, things like that. And then we can have a pickup station at the end where we're gonna ask them to use hand sanitizer before they grab that plate and go sit down. And by doing that also, it is coordinating with your DJ to please make sure to go ahead and announce a table at a time, so that way we can still help maintain the 6-foot distancing. And your vendors are all used to communicating together and are working together to make sure that we can make it flawless for everybody.
Do we need to use disposable plates and flatware, or can we still have glass? I hate disposables.
I understand that completely. I truly am not the biggest fan of disposables myself. Everything that we use, we really try to find things that are biodegradable. All our disposable plates are white square sugar cane plates, and they're actually really elegant looking. With our rolled silverware that we're doing that I showed earlier, we're pre-rolling them with hemp, and then it's recyclable material all inside. We can also get bamboo plates that are disposable. They are asking us right now not to use China and to go more towards disposable, but as time goes on, we can definitely do China. We have certain washwares and things like that that can sanitize and be more appropriate, and then create different busing scenarios that would work well. But to be able to bus properly for those, we would definitely need to maintain the 6-foot distance for the server and staff to be able to bus those for you.
How do we book with you?
Once we narrow down a menu and we do your tasting and we kind of finalize, we go ahead and it's a 50% deposit to book. And once that, we can still make any changes to your numbers. I'm pretty flexible because if nobody's warned you yet, people are not the greatest at RSVPing. And so I try and help guide you along those lines and let you know what's a good average to go ahead and do. One of the things that I like to do though, when I do your estimate, is go for the max amount of people that you think that will come. So if that number goes down, you can save money and you're not sticker shock to the end if it goes up. And that way you have more money for your honeymoon.
Is there a cost for the taping or the tastings?
No, we don't do any cost for our tastings. We supply those free, and that's just with us working together and making sure that we're narrowing down the proper menu for you. And then making sure it's between decisions that you're really struggling with. You wouldn't want to taste the baked potato. So everybody knows what that tastes like. I promise it's delicious. But you would definitely, if you're battling between 3 different salads, let's have you taste those 3 different salads so you can really make the choice.
What are some of your most popular menu items?
Oh, I will say we have some pre-done packages on our dinner packages online at whateverworkscatering.com. And our 2 most popular, I would say, is the Capital. It's our pepper beef, our creamy artichoke chicken, and it also comes with potato of your choice, vegetable, and then 2 salads, a bread cascade, honey butter, and whipped butter. All of our packages include iced tea, lemonade, and iced water, as well as disposables. And then I would say the second most popular would be the Old Boise or the Harrison kind of go. The Old Boise is more Italian style of a menu, and so that's lasagna, garlic chicken pasta, artichoke dip with the salad and breadsticks. And then the Harrison is the more barbecue style. So we have Hawaiian teriyaki pulled pork, that's my favorite, and then we have a barbecue shredded barbecue shredded chicken as well, and that's like mac and cheese, baked beans, coleslaw, different things like that.
Do you offer any gluten-free options?
Yes, we definitely offer gluten-free options, and sometimes it's just knowing that there's gluten-free people attending, and you can just change the brand that you're purchasing to make that recipe. And I can always help guide you along those ways. And knowing that people are coming through, we can put the croutons on the side or anything like that, or have certain sections for plated meals that we know that that's a gluten-free person. And so when we plate that meal, not to do that item for them.
How large or small an event do you do?
We actually do all sizes. We do up from 10 to 300 people. And depending on the menu, we can go higher than 300 and your venue. We do a lot of corporate, so breakfast, lunch, and dinners, and we do a lot of summer evening parties for people that come together, and like Father's Day, Mother's Day, and different things. So sometimes they only have 10 people, and we'll definitely do that. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
How do you have a safe dessert bar?
The safe dessert bar would definitely be plated. We would have somebody standing there and being able to hand everybody the individual items that they're coming through, and having like a pickup station like I spoke about before, and different things like that. Definitely tongs, gloves involved. Our staff would be wearing masks, and we would definitely have a guard up so people can choose, and then we can set the plate aside for them to grab.
Are you tied to work at a specific venue only, or are you free to book at any site?
No, we're free to book at any site. We are all over the Treasure Valley. We go from wineries to Barber Park. We work with the city of the Depot. We also do private events and Potomac Manor. We are also out at Stillwater Hollow and Honolulu Farms. We're definitely willing to travel and commute.
How do we book our wedding with you?
To book the wedding, it's once we, like I said, we narrow down, it's just a 50% deposit. And then we just kind of make sure that we go over the details and timeline and different things that you, and any questions like that. Like if you had us doing your cake cutting service, we would make sure that was on there. And I would want to make sure to know the different flavors. So when we were cutting your cake and giving those to your guests, we knew what we were serving them, since we're the ones that made your cake, excuse me.
Can you do an event at my home?
We can do an event at the house right now until we get some guidance from Central District Health. We're doing more drop-off caterings there, or we would be outside. They've suggested that we do not go into the home at this time, but later as we go through the phases, and we will be able to do that.
Is there a phone number to contact you at?
All of our contact information is online at whateverworkscatering.com. Our phone number is 208-371-8253. And then we also have an email on there that you can go ahead and contact us through as well.
I think we answered this earlier, but what do your servers wear?
Oh, We wear our chef coats, like the one I'm wearing. We have purple, we have gray, and we have black. In the summer, if we are outside to save my staff from heat stroke, I will let you know we have some lighter shirts that we wear with our logo as well, and black aprons. And we always wear black pants and black shoes.
And one last quick question is, how long have you been in business?
We've been in business for over 10 years and servicing the Treasure Valley.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. Our time is up with you.
Also, thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
No problem. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome. Have a wonderful day.
You too. So thank you for joining us for the virtual wedding show. I would like to thank our sponsor, Whatever Works Catering, for sponsoring the session. Also, I'd like to thank Idaho Tents and Events and IBL Events. I'd like to remind everyone that we are recording these sessions today, so if you missed someone that you really wanted to see, you will still have that opportunity. Presenter contact information is also available in the event schedule. We do have a question and answer available today, so if you have any questions, please feel free to use that feature and we will be answering all questions. In an effort to keep us on time today, I will be coming back on the screen with 5 minutes left, and I will help answer any questions and prepare our next presenter. Share. And it looks like we might be having some difficulties with our next presenter, so I will try to get him pulled in here. Thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, our next presenter is unavailable. We will be back on at 2 p.m. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today for the virtual wedding show. I would first like to thank Whatever Works Catering for sponsoring the session today. Without their help, this event would not have been possible. I'd also like to thank Idaho Tents and Events as well as IBL Events. Next, I'd like to remind everyone that we are recording these sessions today, so if you missed someone that you really wanted to see, you will still have that opportunity. Presenter contact information is also available in the events that we do have a question and answer available today. So brides, if you have any questions, please feel free to use that feature and we will be answering as many questions as possible by the end of each presentation. Last item, in an effort to keep us on time today, I will be coming back on the screen with 5 minutes left and I will help answer any questions and prepare our next presenter. Our next presenter is Amanda with the Buzzed Philly and County Line Wine Company. Amanda, are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay. You are up.
Okay. Just take a minute to get our camera situated here. Hold. Gotta flip my camera somehow. Okay. For some reason, my camera is not flipped around.
Right.
Joe, could you help us out? Oh, switch camera.
There you are.
So, hi. Hi, everyone. All right. Sorry, we didn't have a chance to make sure our camera and everything was set up as it was pouring rain earlier today. So that was fun. Okay, can everyone see? Okay, is this okay, Joe?
Yep, I can see you just fine.
All right, perfect. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here with the Buzz Philly. We're set up in my driveway right now, just recovering from a wedding last night. Super fun. We were over at the Vintage Rose, and they have a gorgeous setup, as well as many other venues. So brides are so lucky to live in the Nampa and Boise area. That is for sure. So, ladies, if you guys don't have a glass of wine or champagne or mimosa, you all should leave right now and go get one and join us back here. Well, I just want to take a minute and tell you what we do. So we are a bar service, and what we do is we travel around with this lovely Buzz Philly, and which is a horse bar that we renovated and just launched last year. So we've been in business a little over a year now, and basically what we can do is show up at your wedding or events or backyard barbecues. We love morning mimosas, and we can provide all your beer and bar services. So we do wine, beer, and canned cocktails. We also do a number of wine spritzers, and wine spritzers is not just for your grandma, ladies. It is for everyone. We do a fabulous Bellini. Last night we served an apple cider champagne. And so we can just kind of spice up your drinks, you know, your everyday champagnes and everyday mimosas, and make them just super fun. So with that, when you're looking at bar services, you want to start thinking, do you want for your wedding, do you want it to be fully hosted, meaning you're stuck with the whole bill? Do you want it to be co-hosted, where you buy maybe 1 or 2 cases of wine, a couple kegs, and then your guests pay for the rest of it? Or do you want it to be a cash bar? And basically you just pay for us to show up, you pay for bartending services, and then you let the guests pay for what they would like to drink. So those are just the top things to keep in mind when you're looking, and for budget purposes. Obviously we can fit anyone's budget from $250 going all the way up. Our services do start at $250, and you can also rent the Buzz Philly to serve out of as well. We come with a $1 million general and liquor liability insurance, which you're going to want to check with your vendors, because a lot of vendors do require that. So that's something definitely to take note of. And so we show up, usually we have 1 bartender. When we have over 100 people, we have 2. Everyone is ABC certified through the police, and we have multiple certifications. My past actually is I'm a sommelier. I used to work as a sommelier in restaurants over in Seattle, and we moved to the Boise area, and I also work with doing other things. This is just my hobby. And so we have County Line Wine is our wine business, and then we have the Buzz Philly, which is our bar business. So with that, I'm going to sneak back around and show you guys just a couple slideshows and show you some of our packages. And then at the end of the video, we are offering a just today only a coronavirus package for everyone who's kind of scaling back, wanting to do 75 people or less. So hold that right there. All right. Okay. And Joe, you may have to help us with this one.
Okay.
Okay. So, can they see what's on my screen?
It should be your name right now.
Okay. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about this. And Joe, if anyone has any questions while we're doing this, please feel free to shout them out. One question we do get asked a lot is, should we or should we not have a champagne toast? And I gotta say, if you guys are not champagne drinkers, most people will just toast with what they have in hand. So if it's not something that's a big deal to you, or you don't want to have a specialty drink, then honestly, I would not worry about it too much. So,
I've got a question here. What policies have you put in place in your kitchen due to the COVID?
Sure. So we serve wearing masks and we wear gloves if upon request. We have hand sanitizer at the bar and we use it between each serving. We only serve from the bar. We do not reuse people's glasses. So we ask everyone to throw them away and we use plastic glasses for the time being and ask that everyone, sorry, I'm trying to get this to download here. Ask that everyone throw their cups away. So that's kind of what we're doing as far as the coronavirus. We're just following all protocols set for bars and trying to be as respectful as possible, because what we're wanting to do is to just respect other people's health as well as our own. That is a great question, because as you know, things have gotten really crazy lately. So
How do we book a wedding with you?
sure. So please go to, you can call me directly. My number is 208-860-4381. Please check out our website. It's at thebuzzedphilly.com. And from there, you can directly contact me and there'll be a message center. You can also contact me at amanda@countylinewineco.com. Again, that's all on our website. You can also check us out on Instagram. And our Instagram page is at County Line Wine Co. We're also on Facebook as well.
Are you just a Boise area, or are you all Treasure Valley?
We don't. So we're all Treasure Valley. We even have a couple weddings up in Garden Valley and McCall area, which we're super excited for. So, hey, if you want us there, we love a good reason to go camping for the weekend. So we'll probably bring our camper along with the trailer and we'll come up and have fun.
I've got one. Do you have froze rose?
We do. So it does come in a package. I have not had a bride ask for that yet, so I'm glad that someone's asking about it. We can get anything that any distributor has. So, yeah, if you guys just, if you ask for it and we can get it for you, we will make it happen. I'm sorry, I cannot seem to get onto our packages. So I apologize for that. I will just tell you the packages and then I will upload our slideshow to our website as well as our Instagram page with all of the packages. So our packages start at, we have one package that's good for about 100, 125 people. It's 1 case of red, 1 case of white, and 2 kegs of your choice. And that package starts at $12.50. Our next package is at $13.50, and that's the same package, but add a specialty drink with that as well. That's what I'm talking about with you can add a Bellini, you can add a champagne spritzer. We can just have a lot of fun with it. And our top package is at $1,800. If you have guests above $150, and you guys are partiers, I would suggest this package. It's 2 cases of red, 2 cases of white, and we can mix those up as well. It's 2 kegs, along with cans of beer, as well as a specialty drink and your champagne toast. So if you're around 100, 125 people, we have a great package. It's at $12.50. If you're going to be above 150 and you got the party crowd, I would suggest the top package. It has all your drinks and all the different varieties at $1,800. And today, just going on for the next 24 hours, we are offering a smaller package. So what it consists of is it's 3 hours with the Buzzed Philly and a bartender coming with our license and our insurance. And again, we get permits for every event we go to as well, and we take care of all that for you. So the package is for 75 people or less. It's for 3 hours of service. It's unlimited beer and wine. We're offering that package for the next 24 hours at $7.50. So if you guys want to book it, please do so. We have limited space coming forward for this fall. I do have a couple dates that I will post on our website as well. We're really looking to be booking for 2021. We're already getting a lot of interest for next May. So if May is one of your dates, please book your vendors soon, because I feel that everyone is really going to be looking forward to being the first in line for weddings next year. So that is our package. And it's at $750 for 3 hours of unlimited service for 75 people or less. That does not have to be a wedding. That can be just your rehearsal dinner. That can be a backyard party. Anytime, we love to come and join you. So you just let us know when that date would be for you. Is there any other questions or anything out there, Joe?
Yes. Can you bring the trailer inside?
Ooh, good question. So we have done 2 parties so far where they've asked us to come and park in their shop, and they've had kind of a shop and barn party, and we definitely can do that. We just need to have obviously room enough to back it in there and doors large enough. This trailer will fit through a 10-foot garage door. So just so you all know that.
We might have answered this one a little bit earlier, but how long have you been in business?
Sure. So we've been in business. We just launched the Buds a year ago. County Line Wine has been around for the last 2 years. And yeah, we're excited for season number 2 of wedding season. Any other questions?
I'm reading through some of them right now. What's included in your fees?
What's included in our fees?
Yes.
Comes with 4 hours of service, except for our specialty packages at 3 hours. Comes with 4 hours of service. You get 1 bartender. We handle all the plastic, napkins, cups, and straws, and all the garnishes that go with your cocktails. Also, we provide the $1 million liability and general insurance. And we also provide all the permits for anything that you need for catering for your events.
What's your cancellation policy at this point?
Sure. So our deposit is $200, and it's a non-refundable deposit unless you told us far enough out in advance that we can go ahead and rebook that date. So that's for right now. That is our cancellation period. And so it is a non-refundable deposit. However, if we can rebook the date, we definitely will, and then we'll get you your deposit back.
What kind of local wines do you guys have?
Sure. We have anything. Last night, the wedding we were at, everyone requested St. Chappelle's. We can do Cinder. We can do 3 Horses. We do a lot of Koenig. We love Koenig. I believe it's 3 Ranch out in Marcy. And so anything local that you would like to have, and if they go through a distributor, that's something that I can serve. If they don't go through a distributor, it may just be a little extra because we have to go directly to the winery to purchase it, which is not a big deal. We can do that. So we can serve anything that you would like to have.
How much advance notice do you need before we call you guys up?
We need at least, well, we've done parties in as little as 24 hours. We can make that happen. But as much headway as possible, we do ask 2 weeks is usually a good time frame. Then we can get all the details lined out. We can get all your drinks ordered. So 2 weeks would be ideal. But we can throw together parties. So it depends on your city as well. Permits. If you're getting a permit in Nampa, I can go there and get one on Monday for you to have a party on Tuesday. However, if you're dealing with Boise City, it does take 7 days.
Do you have a bar? Oh, sorry. Do you have a bar minimum?
We do. So our bar minimum is $500.
As of right now, that's the questions I have. What's the best way to get a hold of you guys? Phone call, email?
Emails work great for us. That way we can keep track of them better. But you can go ahead and text me, give me a phone call, whichever's easiest for you. So, in this day and age, we always have our phones in hand.
What's your most popular items is what they're asking.
Sure. So I got to say, last summer it was Coors Banquet and White Claw was our most popular thing. And also some of our wine spritzers, people really liked them. They weren't, when you think of a wine spritzer, you're just not sure what that is. And actually, everyone really enjoys our wine spritzers. But definitely Coors Light, Coors Banquet. We serve a lot of beers as well as sockeye.
And do you only work with specific vendors, or do you work with any vendor?
We work with any vendors. We do some indoor bar services, but we prefer to bring the Buds Philly and have this is our bar setup. So we can do indoor services as well. We do have a bar that we can bring indoors, but we will work with anyone.
And that seems to be our questions right now.
Okay, great. Well, thank you guys for coming today. I know that doing a virtual wedding show is a little crazy and a little out there, and I apologize that my slideshow was not working. I definitely needed some tech guy. Joe, maybe you could help me out sometime. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and for listening. We would love to. If you have any other questions, please contact me directly. I always have my phone. I do have 2 toddlers, so there may be screaming in the background, but I generally always answer. So
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for being on and sharing with us today.
Thank you so much. And you brides have a great time. Remember to drink up. There should not be a wedding season where it's a sober one. Just saying.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining us today for the virtual wedding show. I would first like to thank Whatever Works Catering for sponsoring the session today. Without their help, this event would not have been possible. I would also like to thank Idaho Tents and Events as well as IBL Events. Next, I'd like to remind everyone that we are recording these sessions today, so if you missed someone that you really wanted to see, you will still have that opportunity. Presenter contact information is also available in the event schedule. We do have a question and answer available today. You should see it at the bottom of your screen. So if you have any questions, please feel free to use that feature and we will be answering all questions by the end of each presentation. Last item of business, in an effort to keep us on time today, I will be coming back on the screen with 5 minutes left and I will help answer any questions and prepare for our next presenter. Next up, we have got Richard with Kanak Catering. And let me pull him up. Richard, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Excellent. Okay, you're up, bud.
Awesome. Aloha, everyone. My name is Richard. I'm with Kanak Catering. We are in Meridian, and we'd like to first thank all the sponsors to hold this event for us. Just a new way to do things and operate, so we thank you guys for doing that. Kanak has been in the Valley for 20 years, serving everything from our 2 food trucks. We do catering throughout the Treasure Valley. We also do destination weddings up in McCall and the Cascades. We also offer full pig roasts, very unique to a lot of different people. We do carve on site. We have different size of roasts. We have a suckling, we have a full roast. Those can all feed up to about 145 guests. We also have a downtown location in the Boise Cascade building where we can also rent out venue space. So if you know Boise, it's pretty difficult to have parking space, and we have accessibility to the parking structure. We do offer all types of catering, from simple pickups at our Meridian location. We do drop-offs, we do full set drop-offs, and then we also do full setups. And during these times, we are pretty much week to week, depending how CDC and Central Health guidelines, we all operate within those guidelines, and everything's changing. So we do update how we serve and how we handle each event. week to week, and we stay updated, and we keep our clients updated as needed. With that, I'm open to questions. I find that's the best way to kind of get a hold of everyone.
Do you guys have a specialty item?
Yeah, we are best known for our Kahlua pig. It's our, what we built our business on. It's a salted pulled pork. Then we have our Hawaiian mac salad, which is basically a deli mac, but we just don't use relish. It's a very traditional mac salad that, if you visited Hawaii, you've definitely had it. And then our coconut rice is what we're also known for.
Do you offer any tastings?
At this time, we do offer, a case-to-case based tasting. It's just really what you're looking to taste. Our restaurant is open, so we can easily facilitate something like that.
And do you offer any gluten-free options?
Yes, we have many different gluten-free options, anything from rice, potatoes, meats. Our Kahlua pig, which is our most popular meat, is gluten-free. Our coconut rice is also gluten-free.
Do you have a liquor license?
We do. And that's easily obtainable if it's just a day thing that you need. Bar service, we do offer bar service. So if that's something you need, again, we can easily obtain that for you.
Are you just in the Boise area? Or do you go around the entire Treasure Valley?
Yeah, we service all of Treasure Valley, everywhere from Caldwell to we go up to McCall, Cascades. We do destination weddings. So.
And what's included in your fees? Is that setup and tear down?
Yeah, so in our fees, we run an operational charge. It's normally 10% if we're doing a drop off. 20% would be a full set, and that would be a staff member coming in. We set up the tables, chafing pans. We do have a staff on site to replenish any food if you have a large event. We also, we can accommodate 2,000, 3,000 guests if needed. So we have the staff and capacity to do all that for you.
Can we still have a buffet and maintain social distancing?
Yes, most definitely. It's just being creative and, again, just keeping up to date with guidelines. For bigger weddings, guests are, requesting extra staff to plate food. So we can just bring in extra staff members and plate food for people. Also offering gloves to guests as they're coming through the line, making sure we have hand sanitizers at the start of the line. The use of disposables is also the best means to stay clean.
Can you pre-pack individual meals?
Yes, most definitely. We can do anything from 5 to 10 and up to 500 if need be.
Do we need to use disposable plates and flatware, or can we have glass still?
It's recommended that everything be disposable. It's just a little bit easier to control. Glass and plateware, it's just a case-to-case basis, really.
How long have you been in business?
Kanak been in the Valley for 20 years. And the owner, Mike Mojica, has been pretty much serving the Valley 20 years now. So it's pretty impressive.
What's the best way to contact you guys?
Best way is to either give us a call. It's 208-429-9111. Option 1 is the catering office. You can also visit our website, kanak.co. That would be the best way.
And what do your servers wear?
Servers normally wear just black chef coats and then just black attire.
And what procedures have you put in place with your staff due to the COVID?
We just, really ensure that our staff is trained. We are checking, for any illness. We also do temperature checks. We also are using gloves as always, and face mask. And again, just kind of keeping track of CDC guidelines and central health guidelines. We do use prepackaged silverware now, so that ensures that there's no excessive touching of any type for the utensils.
How large or small an event do you do?
We can do one person, or we can do up to thousands. It's just whatever you need. We're happy to help out in any way.
Are you tied to work at a specific venue only, or are you free to book at any site?
I know there's some venues that you can only use certain vendors, but other than that, we are welcome at anywhere in the valley.
Can you do events from their home?
Yes, we can. We've done private events, and again, things like that. It's just case-to-case basis for each party. Again, just ensuring that we can keep that social distancing and guidelines in place.
Where is your food sourced locally?
Yes, we source all our food locally.
How much time do you need to book an event?
Larger events, we like a week. We tend to do all our shopping for events, a week prior to events. So we like a week. Smaller parties, we can pull it off in 2 days.
How early before an event starts would you need to be there to start setup? And
it just depends on logistics. If we can get vehicles close to a location we're setting up, then 45 minutes to 30 minutes is ideal. There are venues that we do have to travel quite distance from the parking lot, so maybe an extra 15 minutes, so like an hour.
Do you offer kid-friendly, allergy-friendly, and vendor meals?
Yes. Again, we accommodate to whatever your party needs, and that's just something. Just give me a call, and we can kind of work out details and what you're looking to accomplish, and kind of fit your catering event.
Once the guest count is given, do you allow changes to be made?
Yes, most definitely. Especially now, we know situations change often because of the COVID. So yes, we're pretty flexible with things. Again, that's just something we'd like to do a week in advance just to get a final count. But yeah, most definitely.
I'm not sure if we answered this one already or not, but what will the staff wear?
Again, black chef coats and black pants.
And that seems to be the questions for right now.
Okay.
I'll see if any other come up. What's the best way to contact you guys again?
It's a phone call. It's 208-429-9111.
This person wants to know if they can taste the menu or parts of it in advance.
Yes, again, all tastings are done on a case-to-case basis, just really what they're looking at to taste, and we can definitely facilitate something like that through our restaurant.
And what do you charge for the tasting?
There's no fee for tastings, and we can go up to 4 to 6, servings just to kind of get everyone a taste.
Do you have certain items on your menu, depending on the season, that may or may not be available?
No, I mean, we can pretty much source a lot of things. Again, it's just about advance notice. During the fall season, sometimes fruit is a little scarce, so we tend to substitute that with a grilled veggie. But yeah, for the most part, we can accommodate.
Can you provide a wedding cake?
Probably not. But we do know a few people that we can refer you to. That's just not one of our specialties. But we can make a cake, but probably not a wedding style cake. But yeah.
Do you charge for beverage service?
We do. If it's a bar service, we do charge a fee for that, and that would obtain our liquor license to pour for that day.
Okay. Do you provide any of the linens, glasses, plates, silverware, or can the bride or groom get that themselves?
Yeah, we can either source that, obviously through Idaho Rents, or they're welcome to have that all set up, and we're happy to, ensure that that's used during the buffet line or however they're doing a plate service or anything like that.
What costs are included and which ones are additional?
What's included is basically a staff member at an event where we come in and set everything up. Any additional service would be, again, like a bar service, additional staff members if you're having a large party where you're looking for more of a serving plating style, where we're going to need extra staff just to facilitate something like that.
What's your cancellation policy?
Cancellation policy, as long as we have a 30-day notice, we're pretty flexible there. And then again, obviously there's circumstances, where it's, again, case-to-case basis.
What is your servers to guest ratio?
We like to have one server per 50, anything over. Again, it's different if it's a food truck event. We can have 2 people in our food truck that can serve 1,000 people. So it just depends on the setup and logistics of everything.
This person wants to know if you're going to bring the food fully prepared or if it's going to be partially cooked and finished off at the venue.
No, all our meals are prepped and finished at our restaurant in Meridian. And once we arrive on site, everything's cooked and ready to serve.
Would you provide the bartenders also?
Yes, that's part of the bar service fee that we charge.
Can you handle last minute requests?
Yes, we can. It would just, again, depend on situation. But for the most part, we can take on most last minute things.
Already answered that one. And you offer buffet services, right?
Yes.
Do you have any package upgrades like chocolate fountains?
We can, if it's something that is, requested and we have enough time, again, to source that out. We can definitely, accommodate.
And that seems to be the majority of the questions right now.
Okay.
I'm not sure if there's anything else you'd like to finish off with, let the brides know about.
Yeah, really, again, everything's changing. So, the best thing to do is just give me a call. We can kind of go over things. And again, we're really flexible with working with you. We can kind of just sit down and see what you're looking to do, get a good quote together so you can just see numbers really, and then just make adjustments as we get closer to your event. So, that we're really flexible.
Do you want to throw out your phone number and your email address, website also one more time?
Yep. So our website is kanak.co, Kanak.co, and our phone number is 208-429-9111. And a good email to reach me is catering@kanak.co.
Excellent. I think we went over most everything we needed to.
Awesome.
I appreciate you joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No problem. You have a good rest of your day.
All right, you too.
Thank you.